Hello. So we're here at the last day of the Area of Conquest. We have a little over an hour left. I did a lot of the quests. Like at least the ones that didn't really cost like a lot of things. But one quest I've never been able to complete is this one. Win 60 times after an attack in the Area of Conquest. So this is only attacks. You do not get this for defense. Made it to 50 fights this time. Like this is the closest I've ever been. But 60 fights, 60 wins. So, right, 60 wins is a lot, right? So the thing is, like, you have to actually attack, right? It takes 1 point to attack, takes a whole AP to attack, right? So you have to actually attack, right? So, which uses an AP. Like, and here's the thing, though. If you lose the fight, like, you attack, like, was an attack I did. I attacked on this one here, hoping I could get it. I had some extra energy, and, no, I didn't. I lose, and then, well, I get bounced all the way back to my castle, right? I'm all the way back here. I was fighting this one here. This is what I attacked. Attacked this location here, and it bounced me all the way back here. So, so it takes literally hours. A bit less if you have one of these, but I've used all of them during this event just to get there. But it's like, so it's like you have to go, right? So every time you lose, you have probably at least an hour before you can even fight somebody again. Probably more likely an hour and a half. Just to even be able to get to like where some of the contested areas are, right? And like I said, so the only way to get to 60 wins is one, you have to hope a lot of other players are clustered together, and one, you don't lose your fights. You can like go like, okay, maybe like I said, there's been a couple times I've seen like 3 or 4 people like clustered nearby, and I could use a move or a couple moves, take them out, right? And if I was on a good winning streak, sometimes you have some energy, you could get on a winning streak, but even over 4 days. 60 fights is a lot. That means 15 wins a day. And again, like you get 1 point every 6 minutes. So like think about it, that's a lot of time. Like unless you're doing this, like unless you spend all day playing Hero Wars, like you never sleep or anything, like, and you're checking in every freaking hour so you can use all your AP. You're probably not going to get to 60. Like, even if you are the crazy person who doesn't sleep and checks in every hour because you don't want to waste any AP, you're probably still not getting 60 wins because there's so many things that have to line up for you to even get it. And the fact that I got 50, I mean, like I said, this was by far my best. Like I said, usually I'd end up like 20 or so fights. This time I end up with 50. Like on my other account, my Let's Play account, I think I'm around 15-ish, right? So I'm not even close. Like, we could go check it out real quick here. We could just do this here. Just check it out real quick. Check it out real quick. So I end up with 28 on this one. Like I said, actually a bit more than I thought, but it's still, like I said, again, this is many hours. This takes many hours of just being on the game, paying a lot of attention to like right where you are, and try to take advantage of like weaker fights. And this really, like I said, you have to spend many hours to get that. It's not even good rewards for how hard that quest is to achieve. The rewards aren't even that great. Like, the rewards aren't even that great. And the funny thing, the speed booster would help you a lot to get there if they would give it to you early in the question. But it's like, yeah, this is like, by the time you can get to 60 fights, like, the speed booster is almost like a joke. But yeah, so I made it to 28 on this count, like Zud. But 60 is a lot. Like, you really would have to be like the person who is like a power user who is playing like non-stop. But overall, though, like I said, they did make some changes to the Area of Conquest. So they did change the ranking rewards. There's now these chest patterns which should let you choose. Not 100% sure, like, if they're just gonna be gray or they're gonna be higher. I might have to do another video about that. They also made the rewards here. They made them a bit, like I said, they've lowered the threshold for like the first like 30 or so levels, right? So the soft cap on these is more like level 34 instead of like level 29. So you effectively get like 5 more levels here on your guild. Like I said, so you're, like I said, the soft cap's effectively about 5 levels higher. Like, so if you bought the ticket, usually you'd end up, like, most guilds end up around level 29 before. Right now a lot of guilds are going to end up around level 34 or so. So, like I said, you're pretty much going to get like an extra 5 or so levels of chests, which does make this ticket a bit more attractive because you'll get more of these chests, which are actually pretty good. But yeah, Yeah, not too much more to say about this. So if you want to know more about, like I said, the updates, I did do a dedicated video for that, and you can find that down below. As always, thank you for watching.